Hi everyone, it's Hannah Jo. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry I haven't been around for the last week. My camera broke and I got a new one today, which is what I am using. I hope it all looks okay. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this everyday look, a glowy kind of natural finish look. If you would like to see how I got this look, then please carry on watching. Give it a big old thumbs up if you wanna, and yeah, so let's get cracking. Okay, so I've taken all my makeup off. As you can see, I'm having a bit of a bad skin day today, so what I like to use is the Garnier Skin Active Refreshing Botanical Toner. This is for normal to combination skin. And that's just really nice to mattify the skin down a little bit and take out any excess oils from the skin. Next, I'm just going to use my Neutrogena oil-free moisturiser. I'm just going to pop that all over my face just as a nice little base for the makeup. I keep looking to the right with this new camera. I've got the little viewfinder on the side, which I've never had before, so I keep checking that I'm in focus. It feels so schnauzy. Okay, so moisturiser's all on. I like this moisturiser as a base because it's slightly tacky and it helps hold the foundation on your face all day. So for the foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. That is in the shade Natural, number 1. I'm going to take a little bit of that on the back of my hand, just like that. With that, I'm just going to mix a tiny bit of the Maybelline. This is the Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. That one was in the shade 10 Ivory, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of that with it. Just adds a little bit more coverage. Just dot those over my face. And today I'm going to be using a new sponge actually that I bought the other day, and this is the Eco Tools. You've got 2 of them, so a more condensed one for concealer under the eyes for more full coverage, and then a larger face one which has got a long slanted side and a short slanted side and a little bit on the top there. So I haven't used this one yet, so we shall see how this one works. I like the way this is blending in. It's quite nice actually, this sponge. I normally use the Real Techniques beauty sponge, but mine was getting a bit old and tatty, and I saw these when I was out shopping, and I thought, well, I may as well try them because they seem to have really good reviews when I've seen people using them online, so I thought I may as well give it a go. I'm just using the flat side. Okay, so what I like to do on a day-to-day basis, because I do have quite a lot of textured skin in here, is to apply the foundation like we just have, quite lightly. When you use a damp sponge like this, it does kind of even it out, make it not so dense. But then what I do like to do is I'm just going to take a bit of the Superstay foundation again, just a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take the smaller, more condensed sponge, and I'm just going to apply that to my problem areas, just to give me a little bit more coverage just in those areas. So you don't have to put like a full face of makeup all over your face, just to cover up any texture, blemishes, redness. Next, I'm going to take the NYX Incredible Waterproof Concealer, pop some of that under my eye, just around my nose, and I'm just going to pop a tiny little bit here because just to try and lighten those dark areas up. I'm going to go in with the damp littler sponge from the Eco Tools and going to blend those out. Okay, so now that our foundation concealer is all put in place, I'm just going to do a tiny little bit of contouring on the cheeks, just a little bit of cream contouring, just because I don't want to put too much powder on the face afterwards. I want it to be quite dewy, quite a natural look. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Contour the V-Shape Duo Stick. This one is in number 1 Light. Just that one just there. So you've got the dark side and the lighter side. Just going to pop a tiny bit of the dark just there. And the same on the other side. Just a little bit on either side. Put a little bit more on this one. Go back in with the sponge that I used earlier, the Eco Tools one, the rounded side, and I'm just going to push that into the skin, blend it out, and always pushing the contour upwards, not downwards. As you can see, it just gives like a really nice kind of soft definition to the cheeks rather than it being like a harsh line. Next, I'm just going to set that contour with a little bit of powder and just slightly dust over this bronzing powder over my face. So the one I'm going to use is by Sleek, and this is the base duo kit. This is in Hot Chocolates, the powder shade. Take my Real Techniques Duo Fibre face brush, take a little bit of that powder and just set that cream contour that we've just put there. It doesn't have a lot of colour, this powder. It's very buildable though. And then with a large kabuki brush, I'm just going to take a little bit more of that powder and just kind of go around the edges of the face, just lightly setting it. I don't really want to use a heavy powder today, so just lightly over the centre, really lightly, and then a bit heavier on the edges of the face. So I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of blush, and I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette, and this one's in the shade Hot Spice. It's going to go in with this nude kind of shade here, and just going to brush that over the apples of the cheek and up. I'm really excited to use this new palette that I got the other day. This is the Sleek Highlighting Palette, and in here you've got one kind of cream highlighter and 3 powder shades, like a purple, a gold and a yellow gold, and a little brush in there. But I'm just going to take the brush out before it falls out, and with my finger I'm just going to take a little bit of the cream highlighter on my finger. Oh, it's very soft. I haven't even touched these yet, so this is really exciting. Right, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of that underneath the brow bone. Just blend that out into the foundation, just so it gives like a nice little highlight point there. And for my eyebrows, my trusty Collection eyebrow kit, and this is in the shade Blonde. And I always use the dark brown and the black together. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So for the eyebrow, I like to start just here, draw a light line of coming round, fill in this section, and then pop some extra bits up there just so it looks a bit more natural. So just draw a light line going along. So we've got our bottom shape in. Then fill in this section of the brow. And then pop in some extra little bits, just in upward motions, to fill in the gaps there. Just like that. So as you can see, it's a lot more defined on the inside corner compared to this one, but I think it adds like a really nice arch to the eyebrow. I don't like eyebrows to be too dark and too defined around the edges. I do like it to kind of keep a natural kind of feathered look. Going back to highlighting, I'm just going to use the Sleek palette again, the one that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to take the gold peachy colour just here. Just apply to the tops of my cheeks, above the eyebrow just there, slightly up. Same on the other side. These are really nice, these highlighters. They just give like a really nice natural kind of glow to them. I don't know if you can see it very well on camera. And then just a little bit down the centre of the nose, a little bit on the tip of the nose, and the cupid's bow. Then for the eyes, I'm going to go for a kind of rose gold look today. Today I'm going to use the Rimmel London Kate eyeshadow stick crayon, and this is in 100 rose gold. I'm going to take a little eye brush, and I'm just going to go into that eyeshadow stick with the brush, and I'm just going to apply that all over the eyelid. And slightly under the lower lash line, just so it all kind of blends in together. Okay, so back to the rest of the eye, and we are going to use the Bourjois Liner Feature Ultra Black 24 Hours. This is a felt tip eyeliner. Really thin line over the top lashes. Quite a small kind of pretty little flick, nothing too major or crazy on the eye. And I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of the peachy highlighter that we used earlier from the Sleek palette on my Real Techniques Duo Fibre eye brush. That one just there. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of that highlighter just on the inside corners, just to add a little bit more glow. Then for mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Paradise mascara. I did a review on this mascara. Still in love with it, still my favourite. Okay, so for the lips, I'm going to keep them really, really natural today. And I found these lip glosses actually, and I'm really, really impressed with them. They're really, really cheap. They're the Barry M Super Shiny Lip Gloss Glossy Tubes. Now I've got the pink and a kind of brown colour of these. And they're just really, really nice, and they taste amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of the brown one. Look how glossy they are. They're just so nice. There is no stickiness whatsoever. They're literally like a really wet balm. And this one tastes like, I don't know, watermelons, or I'm really bad with flavours. I'm going to take a little bit of the pink and just pop that in the middle. How lovely and glossy these are. There's absolutely no stickiness. They're like a really, really nice kind of balmy lipstick. It's really, really odd, but they're really, really cheap. But yeah, that's it for my everyday makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if that's what you want to do. If you're liking this new setup, I've got a different background today. Got my new camera, which I'm so nervous of dropping, and still getting used to using it because I've never had a camera like this before. If you guys are interested in what camera it is, I'll leave all the details in the comment section down below, but it is the Canon 750D. And yeah, so I can't really be much help on how to use it because I've literally just got it today, so I don't know what I'm doing with it. So hopefully I will get better and learn how to use it properly. I'm trying to figure out how to do all the autofocus stuff, so it is on auto, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. I love you lots. See you in the next video.